Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. You're tuned in to Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive, where we dive in with a shark. I'm your host, Dom, and with me behind the scenes is our producer, Tor. Our creative director, Jacqueline, is working with us remotely. Devin is on vacation. She's doing her communications and setting up her nonprofit, so everybody's wishing her good luck over there. And to keep us in line and on time, as always, is Eric the Clock Doctor. Joining them behind the booth this week is our pro shark commentator, Shark Attack commentator, Cassandra. Guest commentator is Frankie Rocha, and our guest shooter is revisiting from episode 1, Jesse Bergman. We're glad to have him back. Thanks, man.
Of course.
Everyone in the chat rooms, thanks again for joining us tonight. Feel free to reach out with any questions, comments. We'd love to hear from you. And remember, we're live Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We're all doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and like we say, we're really just a bunch of friends shooting pool without you guys. And so feel free to join in and join in the conversations and join into the attempts to shoot and lessons that we're learning, the drills that we're doing. Tonight's show, we're going to do a 30-minute open swim like always. Eric's going to flip the sand timer. We're going to do some drills, take some tips, and do an interview with Jesse. We had a lot of stuff that we didn't get to touch ground on last time he was here because we got caught up in our own shark attack, which we're going to go for our second match here. We're in a 9-ball race to 7. It's actually a race to 3 for the set. 3 sets. Yeah. And their race is to 7. Jesse's up 1. So I'm my back's up against the wall and I'm trying to pull that off. He's going to have a second attempt at the break pot. Brought to you by our sponsors, my faithful employers, Golden West Games. Eric, you ready to flip that thing and we'll switch it over?
Let's do it.
We're doing the inside English drill. This drill is good for a lot of things. If you want to continue to onto it, we're starting at the 1 ball, and then we've got the 2 ball. They're kind of placed on opposite sides, and then you can see the 3 balls over here. And then you go back over here to the 4, back over here to the 5. So you're kind of zigzagging back and forth. Although it looks like a lot of back and forth, ideally, you're keeping the cue ball pretty center of the table to be able to shoot. So you'll be walking back and forth, but your cue ball will ideally be staying right there. You're going to put inside English on the ball. For people who don't really understand that, there's an angle that the ball is coming in at, and then the object ball is going to accelerate out of. That angle is switched over not switched over, but that angle is lined up in a way that you can see the outside of it, which is on this side, and the inside of it is this way. So when we say inside English, we mean we're trying to put enough spin on the ball that it's pointing towards the inside of the angle. That's going to give me enough bounce to come off of here one time, here on a second bounce, and then float off of here. You can't see on the camera, but we do have a little tiny mark that centers the table. Closest I can get to that ball, the better. Always keeping in mind to have a little bit of chalk on your cue to make sure that it's shaped well. Your equipment is your joint is tight on the stick. I've shot a couple shots the other night, and at one point I felt real weird about it, and then I realized my joint was loose, and it took me a while to get back in line from that. But bend it down, lining up, making sure that you're aligned. Again, looking at the inside English. A huge focus of this drill is going to be the speed, and to make sure that your speed comes off just enough. That looks like it's going to be a little hard, but
It's pretty good.
yeah, thanks. I'm exercising my movement around the table in this drill and really working on pace. Not only focusing on the speed of the ball, but the speed of myself and the speed of my body and how I'm implementing my pre-stroke routine. I don't want to feel rushed, and I don't want to feel too slowed down. I want to try and find that proper rhythm and pace. I'm a little hard on that one for sure. Let's see here. I'm almost so out of line that I'm hesitant to do inside English on it. I think I'm just going to try and shoot it dead in and still go in this pocket, but come back out. See if I can get back in line onto the.
It kind of seems like. Without that leave, it kind of seems like if you don't get it close enough, then you're just setting yourself up for more trouble on the next shot.
Yeah, that's why the speed of this shot is like so crucial. You know, you're looking at coming in this way, you're putting the inside English in on it, and then you're coming out on this angle right here. And it's really not ideal to try and get your next leave on, if this is the line of aim that you're taking for your next ball, for your cue ball to be crossing it. You know, if you can come at it and come in a way that you're coming this way or rolling this way, like along with the path of the shot, then your margin of error is like really favored in
It's much more forgiving.
totally. And so it's really crucial that you shoot the speed right. A lot of the times when I shoot this drill, even if I pocket the one ball and I'm like too short or too long, I just like I just kind of recenter it and put it back. Too short. I was just thinking about your.
Yeah, think outside the box.
Yeah, here we go. Double kiss. All right. Let's see what you got, Jesse.
Oh, my turn?
You know the drill. You're
I've
you're
been
like
getting
a
antsy in my
Sharky Waters
seat,
veteran.
trust me. Let's see. All right. Now, do you want to hear what I think of when I look at these drills?
Yeah.
All right. I always just look at my window. I know that to make that two ball, if my cue ball is anywhere in that area, I'm screwed. So I just got to end up anywhere over here.
Yeah, you mean like anything on the right side of your cue from your perspective?
If my cue ball lands over there, I can't get the two ball.
Yeah, it's super helpful to be able to divide the table into like little triangle sections or sections like that. That's a good point.
So then, that's where my two ball is. And now I'm going to have to end up anywhere over here to make the three.
Yep.
Jesse, can you talk to me a little bit about your follow through on that shot? It looks like you've got really consistent follow through, and I'm learning about the importance of that when you've got a lot of English on your shots.
Like a smooth backstroke. If you chip it at all, when you're trying to put English on it, you're going to dig your cue ball down into the felt, and it's going to swerve on you. So your cue ball is going to take off, and where you're aiming right here, it's going to actually hit over here. So yeah, when putting high English on a ball, if that's what you're asking about, yeah, you got to make sure your stroke is smooth the whole way through.
I'll tell you who has the smoothest follow through stroke in the room is Frankie.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate that. I think this drill also helps out with your speed control on the table. You do have to make sure you're on the right side of the ball every time, so speed is crucial.
It's tough. I love your table, but it's a fast one.
I've been thinking of all kinds of clever ways to say that the pockets are tight, because it's like real common that they get rattled going in the corners when it's steep coming parallel down the rail like this drill does. This drill's super good for getting used to the table. I do this drill a lot to really just practice my pocket speed too, to get that ball to drop going in. Let me add it.
There, right there, Jesse shows speed control is crucial. He got out of line getting on the two ball.
barely in there. It's really questionable. I think I can get it. I was thinking about how, Frankie, I played with you this week a couple times, and one of the times I like grabbed your cue and I shot with it, and it's got the harder tip on there, and it was like, just the way the contact went, it was funny because I immediately knew that it wasn't my cue, and immediately knew it's Frankie's cue. And then I like somehow channeled like your soft follow.
I had my
stroke.
mojo on the.
And like I nailed the shot. It was a really hard shot, and I nailed it, and was like, awesome, man. It must have been because it was your cue.
You just
How did it feel when you hit with it?
I mean, like I said, I made the ball, but
How did it feel? Like, was it a solid hit? Did it feel like it was
heavy.
hollow?
it's heavy in the back
Heavy.
compared to what I'm playing with. What's the weight of that thing?
19 and 3/4, almost 20.
19 and 3/4. At my work, they do the cue work, and they can cut the bolts to change the weight on them. And I was going to use a grinder and grind this down to 19.82, which is like the year I was born.
That's funny.
And then when people ask, like, what's your cue weigh? I'll tell them 19.82. There we go.
Can see some of our viewers are doing some quick math in their head here.
Yeah. All right, Jesse, you go.
I can't really do that with my stick. I have a Bill Webb, and the way he makes his cues is that the weight bolt's in the middle of the butt. It's not at the end, so there's no way to get to it.
Is that on that cue that I played with on accident?
Yes.
Well, it's been a real treat having you here playing, man. And thank you for spending your time here. I've been trying to absorb all the stuff you've been saying about mentally preparing yourself to get back in the game. And
Yeah. We went over a few things. Mental, being positive. Gotta stay positive. That's, I think, like 90% of the game right there.
staying positive.
Staying positive, having the right outlook, staying focused.
Clara was was a guest on the show once. And,
yes.
she's super good at staying positive.
Oh yes, she's like the guru of staying positive.
It's true.
It was like Jesse got a little
Hey,
straight on that
yo.
last ball. He had to force
I'll
it.
count it.
And the leave.
Does that
Wrong
count?
pocket.
Does that
All right,
count?
let's
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
All right,
Yeah,
if I can make it over
the
here,
drill?
it'll
Yeah.
count.
Okay.
I'm like,
Oh,
Oh,
I need to loosen up in my. I'm like usually like I'll reset it, but there's like a lot to learn if you just forgive yourself and give yourself a little looseness on the parameters. And a lot of people say you got to shoot it this way, and you only get to touch a cushion one time per shot, or you don't touch a cushion or whatever. But
yep. Well, I mean, I think that makes it tougher. I think those limitations for playing the drill, that makes you really bear down instead of just getting loosey-goosey out there and not focusing.
it's definitely important to keep your focus, but yeah, I like to mess around on drills sometimes too.
you hold it
When I
out.
feel like I'm getting frustrated and I can't get through it, of course I'll take a whack at a random shot or something to try and help me mentally reset.
I was just about to say when Jesse looked at what drill, when we were setting up the drill and being like, what drill are we doing? And I set him up. He's like, oh, the 3-ball combo down the rail drill. Like, I love this one.
Jesse, I got a question for you about your 3-ball shot on there. You had your cue ball right on the rail, and I know we're talking about this is like the quote-unquote bottom English drill, as Dom introduced it. Obviously, that's not the only way you can like get a shot. So can you take a second, just run back that shot? Because that looked like a tough one to me, but you made it look super easy.
Let's see, I was right, what about here?
Yeah,
To
with
make that 3-ball?
yeah, exactly.
So you're
And it was
asking,
here.
how I was able to imitate my cue ball coming back out. Is what you're
Yeah,
asking?
you got great leave without really having angle at the bottom of the cue ball.
Well, the biggest thing that helps on this shot is the fact that the 3 ball is frozen to the rail. If the 3 ball is frozen to the rail, I know that when my cue ball contacts it, in order to make the 3 ball, my cue ball only really has like a limited area that it can go because it's pinched between that 3 ball and the rail. So it can only really come either out straight if I put any kind of, bottom or center or any kind of English on it. If I put top on it, it might follow a little bit, but the angle's not going to be off that much. Still, it's getting pinched, so I don't have much wiggle room. So for that shot, I just tried to kind of baby it, put some kill shot on it, low English, as I could, so that by the time it finally reached the 3 ball, it was just sliding, so that it would just bounce out off this rail and out.
Nice.
It was a kill shot. It's,
Yeah, right. Like kill the speed, the backspin of the ball, so that it's no longer sliding backwards, and it's like
Yeah, it's almost like a draw shot, but you're just half hitting it.
Right. So say like if you have a ball, if you have your cue ball right here and you have another ball right here, it's kind of easy to hit a stop shot, right? Because you're only traveling maybe that distance. But say your cue ball is all the way back here and you got a greater distance, you got to factor in that whenever you hit bottom on that, some of that bottom's gonna take off, lose its effect, and eventually start rolling forward. Well, if you can practice it enough, you can get that ball so that once it reaches there, it's just center, it'll stop right there.
That's
Can
awesome, man.
see-
Thanks.
You can see it happening when you shoot it on a stripe. You'll see it starts with backspin, and then at some point the friction of the felt will grip as it travels over it and turn it into forward spin. You see how that happened?
Yeah, we were looking from the top-down view, and you could like see all of the white circle of it for like a couple seconds before it started rolling.
When that happened, where's that at? Forward.
It happened like right before the middle of the table, right before it passed the side
Okay,
pocket.
so right around here.
Yeah.
Try and shoot it.
Okay, so now I can do it and put a little more on it and try and make it happen when it gets way closer to the cue ball. See, like it happened, it didn't happen, but it was like just before the
Straight.
contact point. It's like that same shot, that same action, and that same stroke happening like right at that pinch in that corner creates the outcome that he shot.
Cool. Another tool in the bucket with that one. Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, the kill
Is
shot.
this it? Are we getting started? Is this it?
No, not yet.
So practicing?
Yeah, this is all warm-up time until the sand falls out of that timer.
Okay.
In
Gotta
which
get
case,
loose.
when the shark attack happens, we stop talking, man.
Okay.
It gets real serious.
Okay. How much sand is that in that timer? What are we looking at?
You want a number of
30?
grains,
Okay.
or like a half?
The grains,
like a
yeah. You know how
fraction?
many? Did you take them all out and count them? No,
Count.
just
Safety.
I'd say we're looking at like a 3/8. Fallen already.
what is 3/8? What does that mean?
That's just under a half, but just above a quarter.
A quarter. Okay. I
I
got you.
can confirm that, by the way.
So you can confirm
I
that?
can confirm that.
Well, the pockets are 4 3/8. Okay, so last time you were on, we were talking a little bit about the Northwest Billiards page.
Yeah.
You found someone to help run that? You're no longer doing that? Are you just an active member now?
I'm still helping in that transition.
Cool.
But yeah, I found a few people to help out with it. They were kind enough to volunteer and say, hey, I want to get involved with it. And it's been a huge help to me now that I don't have to really worry about it that much. It really wasn't that much work, but I just wanted, it made me feel better that, you know, somebody was looking after it for if the need should arise and I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm slowly transitioning farther and farther away from the duties.
Are you gonna start another page or any
No.
plans like that?
No, I'm planning my retreat from social media.
Cool.
So slowly but surely, I'm.
Are you
Getting farther and
retreating
farther
from
away.
Facebook also?
What?
Yeah, Frankie's on our
Are,
Facebook
are you
retreat.
are you on Facebook? You're retreating from Facebook? Is that what you're saying?
I am retreating from Facebook. Absolutely.
What else? What other platforms? Instagram, Twitter,
I
Twitter.
only ever got
Twitter.
Facebook. No, I mean, when all the other ones came out, I just wasn't interested. I drew the line at Facebook and said, this is as far as I'll go.
Did that early?
Yeah, well, when we transitioned from MySpace to Facebook, I was pissed about it. I was like, man, you mean I gotta start this all over again?
Right.
I was like, I'm not gonna do that every year or two, every time something new comes out. So I drew the line at Facebook and stuck with it, but now
So-
it's just becoming something that I didn't sign up for.
So, what is your plan? Are you gradually gonna just move away from it? Are you gonna delete your account? What is your plan?
I'll leave my account there, but I'm gonna try to sign in like once a week. I'm gonna assign myself like a 60-minute time frame like per week, where like I can get on for an hour and like check in and everything. But I just want to get back in touch with living, you know, in my community and like caring about what's actually going on,
Yes,
rather than a bunch
yes.
of things that are never gonna affect me.
So, are you saying that it was taking them a lot of your time?
Absolutely.
How much time would you say you were on there daily?
Man, I mean, it wouldn't be like hours at a time at one sitting time, but it's like anytime you got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you whip your phone out and just scroll through videos or yada yada, check on this person or that, and
Have you heard of the app Moment?
I have not.
It like logs all the time that you spend on each individual other app.
That's terrifying.
It really is like a very alarming perspective on like your time spent on your phone. Like and then the first off, like your total time spent on the phone, you're just like, holy moly.
It's a reality check.
Yeah, it really is. It's a great app to put yourself in check with that kind of stuff.
I've seen.
I agree
To
with
try and,
them. I
try and
agree.
set goals on
Yes.
like, I need to do less time in this app,
Moderation.
less time in this app.
Right.
And there's helpful apps, like there's some apps that you know, meditation apps that you can do, or self-help stuff, you know, that you can go through like your daily journal, and like you should be spending a little bit of
Yes.
time with those things.
Yep.
Your to-do list, you know, like
It
those
can
things
come
are
in handy,
helpful,
Be
so-
constructive. Yeah.
you can look at this moment report and then it says like 0 time in your to-do list, but like 3 hours on Facebook. You're like, holy heck, that's not working.
Speaking of time spent, we got to give a little shout out and a thank you to someone in our chat who spent time watching the show tonight to find our hidden shark. And that is our very good friend Nathan Ramos found our shark this week. So shout out to Cosmo out there. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope we see you here on Sharky Waters real soon as a guest. Miss you, buddy.
Wow, that's a good job because I could barely see that thing, and I'm looking at the screen. He must have good eyes because it just looks like a blur. It has no outline.
I'll say
My eyes
to
are
Nate
bad.
too, he was spoken about earlier today. We were talking about who's got the better game, him or Tor. 'Cause, Nate spent literally countless of hours playing with me back in the day.
I know he sees the table better than me. He's got more hours on it, and he's got that chess playing brain.
Yeah.
He knows how to do well at this game.
But you got heart, right?
Well, and I think I've got a little less rust on my game, too. I don't know that he's got a pool table down in his neck of the woods like we do here. We're real fortunate.
Real estate's way expensive down there.
That's why I'm in Tacoma, buddy. For now.
You could like put a whole apartment in the space that this table's sitting in. You know, New York is like that. Some of the oldest pool rooms in the country got to be in New York, though, I would imagine.
Yeah, shoot.
Right?
I've never made it out there, but I could imagine, yeah.
I went once, but I didn't play. I saw a pool hall, but I didn't stop there. Can't believe that now that I'm looking back, but that's been my truth for a lot of places. I did a lot of traveling, and pool wasn't always like as close whenever I was doing that traveling.
Yeah. What are you traveling for?
Just to travel, really. I grew up in Texas, and not that I hated it, but it never really felt like it was me.
Right.
I was born in California, and so growing up in Texas, I liked to kind of just single myself out as like a different individual, and was like, I'm not from here, I'm from California, you know, and like kind of raised myself in this persona of being like different than others, and then kind of faked it to make it. Once I got old enough, was like, well, I guess I better get out of here. I've been talking about not liking it here the whole time.
It's time to put up or shut up.
Yeah.
Dom, can we just talk about that shot that you just made? You played it off like it was nothing. You
played it
bounced
off
off
the
of like
corner of the side
top of the
pocket.
fin.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't know that one.
Yeah, I guess I don't know that one.
We haven't seen you run that trick shot yet. I'll give you
Yeah.
all the money I have on me if you hit it again. Those are odds that I can
Set it
believe.
up.
I mean, I'm gonna at least try it, right? For that offer.
You ain't
Can't-
got to put
you
up
can't-
nothing.
can't
Is
lose.
that about where it was?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think so.
It really was. Well, I'll give you all the money
Good
I have
try,
on
buddy.
me, which is none.
We'll have to work in IOUs and rain checks for now.
Shark coins.
Here, you break.
It's the new Sharky Waters cryptocurrency, of course.
Like we said, there's a lot of things in the works behind the scenes. Frankie, you didn't win last night, huh?
No, I did not.
I had my money
But
on
I
you.
enjoyed playing.
Yeah, I had my money on you.
Oh, you did? I was
Yeah.
going for number 3. I was so close.
Ken got him.
Played for the point and had the first set, went hill. But it just seemed like the forces weren't with me because nothing was falling. It was jawing up. A lot of weird things were going on.
What forces are we talking about?
I was doing a combination in the side pocket, and the balls kind of jarred up somehow, and nothing went in, and the object ball just stood in front of the pocket. I'm like, this is weird. This is witchcraft. What's going on? I asked Sam because she was watching, and she was like, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was witchcraft.
But it was fun. Good atmosphere. Everybody knows how to play. You don't have drunk people walking around interfering with your game. It's a pretty nice establishment for the time being. He's
Jesse,
hoping to
when was
put
the
in
one?
another table. I heard that maybe Pat might help with that. I think he said he might have a gold crown that he might be able to lend him, a 9-footer.
Yeah, from Junior.
Yes, he was talking about it last night.
When was
And
the
that
last
would be
time you
pretty
played
nice.
it? Played at Brian's.
Brian's tournament. Probably the first time he had it. I don't get out much during the week, you know. I'm
Yeah.
typically playing dad.
Yeah. No, and I definitely relate with you in that. It's like one of our mini hats, but definitely like a favorite hat.
Yeah.
I know.
But I get out when I can. I mean,
Is Rage on social media?
no.
Clyde does a lot of
not-
YouTube right now.
Yeah,
I'll
that-
admit we regulate that.
Yeah, but he's 8, so I mean he's getting to be right at that age. So I'm gonna have to start thinking about that more. And I'm just gonna lay it out for him. I've always been pretty open and honest with my kid about, you know, weighing this versus that.
Now, is he aware that you've been like the creator of a page that has gained movement to that translates into like real life physical in movement in encounters and meetings in real life? I mean, there's kind of a lot there to grasp, and maybe one day he will.
Yeah, I'll explain that to him one day, but as far as he knows, I'm just his daddy's into pool. I mean, I take him and have him tag along to pool tournaments sometimes, and
How old is your kid?
he's 8.
8.
So we'll set up drills for him on a table or something, and he'll bang them out. You know, he surprises me sometimes, that's for sure.
On his game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
My son's game is very limited, but what's more impressive than his stroke or his fundamentals is like his desire to like really want to share some time with you while you play on the table.
Right.
It's really charming. He's real adorable. So when's the final push out for the social media stuff? When do you like set up the calendar on like once a week? Here we go.
It's a good question. I was thinking when I get back from Lincoln City.
That's a good call.
Yeah, I figure the 10 days that I'm going to be down there, I'm not going to spend any time on it at all. So I figure when I come back, might be a little bit easier making that transition.
Yeah, so essentially like before you leave,
Yeah.
really. Yeah.
Unless I get knocked out and I get bored and I have nothing to do down there, then I'll start scrolling away. But if there's a table to shoot on, I will be playing.
Well, we've got a table to shoot on tonight, and our sand timer is all out of sand, which means that the next game coming up now is going to be our crew match. So to everybody out there in the chat room, place your bets. Let us know who you think's going to win. Defending her title from last week is Cassie.
Crew of the hill.
She took me down off the hill, and next up is going to be Eric Okerlund, our clock doctor. We're going to see if
Oh no.
Eric can take the title this week. So we're going to bump the music up here in just a second and get everything set up for the crew match, and we'll be back with you very shortly.
Drilled it.
All right, and we're back. Cassandra with the break.
So what is the race?
It's just one game. It's like a
Oh,
King
just-
of the Hill type situation
Oh,
here.
okay. Well, you better make it count. Every shot counts. Every shot. No half-assing any shots. Let's go.
Gotta shoot every shot here at Sharky Waters.
I'm going to be dissecting everything. Your stance, your approach, how you're queuing up.
You gotta shoot it out. You gotta shoot it out. Gonna happen.
Uh-oh, safety. Did she get it, though?
Maybe I didn't.
Ooh, maybe a window shopping? Is there window shopping?
Oh, sure.
At the Armani Exchange, open from 9 to midnight. I never seen Eric or Tor shoot, so I'm kind of interested to see how they play.
Frankie was one of my very first teachers.
Yeah, Cassandra, she's came a long way from entering the pool world. Whole new world, different world. A lot of hours on the table.
Nice soft
Nice
shot
touch,
there.
nice touch. Little finesse in the game does not hurt. You gotta have that finesse, that touch. Delicate touches. Able to feather a ball. There's a lot. You gotta develop a stroke for that. Takes time. Nice. Uh-oh. Speed. I think he left a sliver. Uh-oh. Is it enough though?
I've seen Cassie hit this shot before. She beat me with this shot last week, actually.
Oh.
Oh,
no. Holy
snug in
moly.
the corner there.
Oh, and she got the leave on the ball, and also with that reward of hooking him.
All wrapped up tight in the corner. We did have a little bit of snow.
Yes.
Looks like those pockets wrapped up tight too.
Here we go. What is he gonna do here? Just have to one rail it, maybe two. Which way is he going? Oh, he's gonna curve it. This is a tough one because that's a lot of. I would go with the kick with where the A ball's at.
There's like that much room for error. Makes me nervous.
Yeah. Oh, just a suggestion. Oh yeah. See, that ball is deep. You know that ball's really deep. You know, so I think I would have went with the kick. I mean, you could have probably reversed the ball to hold it a little bit. You know, or stretch it out, whatever the case. But yeah, with that, I would have told you, yeah, that's a low percentage shot.
Ooh, we're getting some weird leaves here. See what I did there?
Looking good. I like the way she's down on the ball. Nice. Oh, little undercut, just a little under. She cut the nipple on coming into the pocket. This is a test right here, how to hit this ball. Me, myself, I would go rail first. Yes.
I actually gotta tell you, Frankie, we've got a new motion.
Oh, that was very close.
A new thing in motion here that we're starting on Sharky Waters. If you look at the corner of the pocket, what a lot of people would call the nipple or the tit, we're convinced here at Sharky Waters that it doesn't look like that at all. It looks like a fin, like the fin of a shark. We're calling it the fin.
The fin. So we're gonna. The fin. Okay. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, the dorsal fin. Oh, you came in kind of hot on that one, Cassandra. Slow down your speed a little bit. Let the stroke take control. Don't force any balls. That's how you end up missing. You rattle, miss. Oh, just let the stroke. Make sure you have a good follow through. Don't pop up. Stay down after the shot.
Man, we're both off tonight. All right, let's play some pool, huh? What do you
We
think?
don't get warm up. That's the problem.
That's true.
It's good for the break for the guest shooter.
Nice shot. Nice follow through.
Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Deborah's voting for Team Cassie here. Thanks for tuning in, Deborah.
I love you, Deborah.
Everybody out there in Facebook land, if you like what you're seeing here and you want to support what we're doing and support the game of pool, we'd really appreciate it if you'd give this a share, retweet, tell a friend, whatever platform you're on. It
Gonna go
really,
for a combo.
really helps us share, spread the word of this awesome game that we love so much, and it would mean a whole lot to us. Thanks so much, everybody.
Try the billiard shot. Go off the 5 on the left side, really soft, and yeah, and run it. It'll run.
Down there?
Well, if the angle's there, if not, then go for the combo.
I'm afraid I have to hit it a little too hard to get the angle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't look at the other screen. That's bad. That's a back. Yeah. Yeah. That's still a low percentage. Yes. Maybe this would be a good time to practice a safety shot. Okay, he's gonna be Hollywood and go for the
I'll try to actually try to get the 5 out here.
Okay, so like a two-way shot or is it, okay? Let's see. I want.
Set up pretty close.
It's gonna be interesting.
See how close that was?
Yes, yes, that was very close.
Double kissed it.
Remind me, Frankie, does close count in the game of pool?
It all depends on who you talk to.
Very non-confrontational answer. I like it.
What matters in this game is
Little of an overcut. Rolls out for him to pocket an easy 5 in the corner. Come up for 6 in the other corner. Let's see how he executes this shot. Myself, I would use some outside, throw it in, and come straight back up on the table. That way I get straight in on the 6, that where I could just stop it, shoot the 7, stop it, or roll it up for the 8. As be perfect shot. So now, I mean, he's really close to the 8 ball. I mean, he still has a good angle to get on the 7. Oh, but, oh. Yeah, when you slow roll a shot, make sure, you know, you're really aiming true because, you know, a lot of things can happen. It could roll out or, you know, you tend to miss if you do a real slow stroke on it.
Is that bridge regulation size?
Are you regulation size?
That is very handy to have you carry your own bridge
fired
with
by
you.
Cassie.
What was that?
Didn't mean to cut you off there, Frankie. Sorry. What you were saying?
Oh, I'm just. It's very nice to carry your own bridge with you. A piece like she has on her stick. It's an adapter. It just goes on any stick, because sometimes you go to an establishment and they don't have a bridge, or if they do have one, it's maybe not adequate enough. That, you know, there's a lot of things could go wrong. I carry an extra one with me just in cases, just for instances like that. Nice shot, perfect.
As Cassie said, The only thing that matters is who sinks that 9-ball.
Oh, a little hot. Came in a little hot on that one. Remember, when you're stroking, it's a big difference because you could hit a ball hard and not hit it hard. It's because you're just stroking the ball. It's kind of something you're gonna have to learn because we all tend to just hit the ball hard, and it does rattle if you're not coming in clean. Nice. Chalk it up. One for the guys. Yes. Take down the woman. Take down these women's.
We're actually working pretty hard to bring them up here on Sharky Waters. Is
Oh,
more
okay.
our vibe.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to beat her down too. She shot very good. But yes, some of the shots were a little aggressive. Take a little bit off, and I think she'll be fine.
All right, everybody. That was our crew match of the week. Unfortunately, I sharked Cassie, and Eric was able to take the victory this time. We're going to take another very short break, and up next is your Shark Attack. That's 9-ball race to 7. This is our second set, Dom against Jesse, and 3 sets wins the game, so there's a lot of pressure. We'll see you in just a short moment. And we're back live at Sharky Waters. For those of you that just tuned in, our special guest this week is Jesse. He and Dom are playing their second 9-ball race to 7 tonight. We had a nail-biter hill match last week. which puts Jesse up 1. They're going to lag for the break here. And for those that are new to the game of 9-ball, you got to hit all the balls in order. Got to make a legal hit on the lowest number ball. Whoever sinks the 9-ball wins the game. Luck counts. If you make a ball in that you didn't intend to, that's all good. We shoot every shot here at the Shark Attack. And if you scratch with ball in hand, you owe us 10 push-ups.
My favorite part. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm waiting for the day.
Same rules, right?
Hi, Cisco. Thanks for the shout out there. Dom is breaking. He has a real consistent break. Let's see if he pockets that 3-ball. Wasn't the 3-ball this time. It was the 7. And the 5. 2 balls on the break. He can see the 1 ball. Dom plays safe on that 1 ball. Hides the cue ball behind the 4. Jesse's going to kick or jump here. Looks like he's opting for a 2-rail. And makes it and gets the breakout. That was a great shot by Jesse. Jesse elevated a little bit on that shot. He jumped it. Made a good connection. Dominic made a nice shot on that 2-ball. It didn't like the first pocket, but it decided to go in the second. Makes that 3-ball in the pocket. Brings it back nice and easy for the 4-ball in the opposite corner. Nice little stun shot there. Leaves him a nice cut on the 6-ball. And nice and easy does it. Hits the rail, kisses the 9, and is open in that tiny window for the 8-ball. And the 8 goes. And he kicks the 9 out and puts it next to a pocket. That's a great shot. Oh no, he scratches in the side pocket. That's unfortunate. These are fast tables, so that cue ball will travel. So that puts up Jesse 1 game on Dom.
So this is interesting. It's a pretty fundamental rule of this game, but it's not something we introduce with our rules. Because Dom scratched on that last 9 ball, and there were no balls left on the table, the victory actually goes to Jesse. You'll see that's reflected here in the score. So you got to be really careful with those shots when there's only that 9 ball left on there. You can get yourself into a lot of trouble if you're not careful.
Yeah, Dominic conceded that game to Jesse because he knew that he would make the 9 ball with ball in hand. Jesse comes with a real nice break there too and makes the 1 and the 2 ball off the break. So he's looking at that 3 ball and probably just gonna drift it up right up table. 4 balls in the pocket. Nice little follow there. Gets the cue ball next to the side pocket. He makes contact with that 8 ball, which slows down the cue ball. So I don't think he got quite where he wanted on that 5 ball. And he's definitely going to have to look and see where that 8 ball landed next to the 9. Seeing if it goes in the pocket or if he's going to have to try and break it out. Inside English hugs that 5 ball to the rail. Did bring that cue ball back up table though. Jesse's lining up the 6 ball for the long shot. Oh, he put it in the side. That was a good shot. Good speed too. Landed nice and easy on that 7. He's still looking at that 8 ball and trying to decide what he wants to do with it. He stuns that 7 ball. Looks like maybe that 8 ball goes in the corner pocket. Nice and easy. Oh, he drew right out of that. Great shape on the 9 ball. He's gonna move the magic rack, get it out of the way of the 9 ball. And he pockets the 9 ball. He is up 2 games on Dominic.
Strong start for Jesse. He's looking real comfortable out there.
Dominic has some battle in him though. I trust him to get back in this game here soon. Cisco, you will have to make a trip up here. You can play some racks if you come up here too. Jesse pockets that 6 ball, that wing ball. Real consistent break, just like Dom. We always talk on Sharky Waters how it seems like the person who plays the most amount of defense ends up winning the match, but It might come down to the breaks in this game. He caroms the 5 from the 1. Plays at good speed. The 1 comes back around and he has a good look on it. Great cut on the 1 ball. Great use of bottom English to come back for the 2 off of the rail. You overcut that a little bit. That was a tough cut. He missed it on the pro side, as people say. Dominic is back at the table. It looks like he tried a 2-way there. Table is fast though, so it overrolled a little bit on him. But great attempt. Jesse tries a big stroke on that 2 ball to come back for the 3, and the two did not want to stay in the pocket there. Nice easy shot with follow on the 2 to get to the 3. Leaves himself good shape. Nice natural shape from the 3 to the 4. Dominic's speed is always really good here. I enjoy watching him. Nice follow 3. Follow through to come around for the 7. Nice use of some right-hand English to come around 2 rails for the 8. Pockets it with ease. He's got a great shot on the 9 ball here. Like I said, Dominic has some fight in him, so he brought the score to 2-1 with that rack. Jesse is still up 1 game.
That was an awesome finish. You just saw him walk up to the table like he saw how the whole thing was going to pan out and just executed everything the way that he tried to, exactly the way it needed to be. Super strong finish by Dom there.
One of my favorite teachers told me that the pool table is a book that you read. And so if you look at it, it tells the story of the lines and the path that the cue ball should follow in between shots.
Ooh, just rattles that 6
That 9
out,
ball
but
goes.
the 9 goes
The 9
instead.
ball goes. 9 ball break. So that brings it to 2-2. And we have a nail biter again in just a few minutes.
You said he has some fight in him. You didn't mention his one-punch knockout.
TKO right there.
We can't ring the bell just yet, though. Still anyone's game.
Absolutely. It is a race 2-7. Dominic pockets the 7 ball on the break. Ooh, Dominic trying an interesting shot right there. A reverse bank to the side pocket. He narrowly misses it. Brings the cue ball around 3 rails, almost 4, and almost landed a safe on Jesse. He's still... Ooh, Jesse made an interesting shot there as well. He missed the 1 ball, but the cue ball came back far enough to pocket the 3 ball.
And that lucky shot will count.
Ooh, little firm there, little firm.
You got lucky once, but it's not St. Patrick's Day quite yet.
A few more days. One of my favorite holidays. Dominic returned the favor and gave the 1 ball back to Jesse. I'm not a fan of the grain beer, though. I never really understood that. He overcut that 1 ball a little bit, trying to bring it back for the 2 ball. I think he's pretty happy he didn't pocket it, though. Otherwise, he'd be kicking at the 2. Dominic had to jack up over that 9 ball to get to the 1 ball, and ended up hitting it a little funny. But he broke the 9 ball out from that 4 there. Let's see what Jesse's going to do with this one. And he combos the 1-6. And he gets good shape on the 1 ball. Great use of bottom right to bring it down from 1 rail to the other.
It's looking like that bottom English drill we were watching earlier in the episode. Textbook. Makes easy work of that 2 there. See what he does with the 4.
Narrowly misses it. He was stretching on that 4. But I'm in a little bit of an awkward position with his body. Dominic's over this 8 ball again. Oh, maybe less so than I thought. Great draw off of that 4 to come back for the 5. That was a full table draw right there.
You saw him really feel out the shot and reset and get exactly how he needed to be.
I absolutely agree. His execution and thought process on that seemed to be on point.
Being thoughtful with his approach, and it's paying off here on the table.
Nice shot on the 8 ball to come back around. Ooh, got close to that corner pocket though. He's got this. He's lining it up. And the score is 3-2, Dominic. This match is going pretty quickly tonight.
Both players are warmed up. They're looking comfortable on the table. They're being really intentional with everything they're doing here. Every stroke, every spin on the ball. I feel like we're really seeing some of the better play that these two guys can bring to the game. This is great.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see how this pans out this week. Dominic, once again, with that overly consistent break, he makes the 4-ball. And almost the 2-ball. Looks like he can see a hair of the 1.
We've seen a lot of good work with the carom already tonight, and I would wager that that might be the move here for the 2.
It's definitely an option. There it was. You
Makes it
said
look
it, and
easy.
he did it.
Gets a little tucked behind that 6, but I bet he can get a good shot out of it.
I think so. Back-to-back carom attempts. He left the shot open for Jesse to come back to the table, though. That 1 ball loops around that side pocket before popping back out. Dom's back at the table. Nice cut shot by Dominic. Left English brings it back for a nice shot on the 3-ball. Dominic jacked up on that one a little bit. I don't think it did him too many favors, but it's what he thought was right to get to the 5. Jesse came with a really good save there. Just rolled the 6-ball, or the cue ball into the 6-ball and let the 3-ball drift to the rail.
We've seen Dom escape a lot of safeties by jumping, but it looks like he's a little too close to that 6.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way you can jump at that when they're that close. Ooh, Dominic almost makes that 3-ball, though. Stay up on the table, cue ball. It's a great reverse safety right there. Jesse makes a good connection. Leaves the 3 tough. I think Dom can see a sliver of it. Ooh, Dominic almost makes that. But look at that. He leaves it safe. These guys have a great reverse safety battle happening every shot right now. Jesse's going to break out the jump cue. I love watching players jump. Jesse made great contact, and he ended up rolling the cue ball behind the 8 with a second connection on the 3-ball. Dominic is taking his time looking at the best way to get back to the 3-ball and how he feels comfortable to go about it. Comfortability with these shots is huge. That just added layer of confidence that it adds is big, especially in kick shots. Dominic pockets the 3 on the kick. Nice shot. Really great shot. He narrowly misses the 5, but then it almost comes back around and goes in the side pocket. Jesse was real close to that 5, so he had to jack up on it and make sure that he didn't double hit on the cue, and he executed that perfectly. Six in the side pocket, come around 3 rails for the 7 in the same pocket, drift up from the 7 to the 8. Jesse has this one figured out. Nice stop English there. It's looking good on that 8 ball. It's a little straight, but I think he'll be fine. Great use of some bottom English there. Come off the rail and out. And Jesse sinks that 9 ball, making it 3-3. I love how close Dom's and Jesse's matches are every time they play. It definitely brings a level of suspense to the game. If one of them does not get out, the other one is more than happy to capitalize on that. Jesse pocketed the 3 ball. He has eyes on the 1 ball. Just double checking to see if it goes. If he's gonna play it safe. And it goes. That was a great shot. Looks like he might be set up for a 2-9 combo here. I'm not sure if it goes past, if the 2 ball goes past the 9. I guess we're gonna find out. Ooh, he might be looking into the 2-6 combo too. Oh, the carom off of the 2 from the combo attempt. Oh, this is like a 3-way shot. It's so interesting. Oh, that was great. That was a good shot. Great execution there by Jesse. He uses some top left English to come around 3 rails for the 4. It's a great follow through shot there. Top English brings it back up for the 5 in the side pocket, nice and easy. Nice stun shot off of the 5 to drift over to the 7. And some stun and a right for the 8 ball. Some nice center ball for the 8 to the 9. Jesse misses the 9 ball and leaves it open for Dom to capitalize. See if Dom gets this 9 ball. Dom leaves a tough shot on the 9 ball for Jesse. He's taking his time, looking at it. And he puts the 9 ball in the pocket.
That's going to put the score at 3-4. Jesse's in the lead with clinching that victory there. Tough. They were kind of shooting the 9 ball back and forth for a second, and finally Jesse got it to fall, which means he's going to break next. So 3-4 in a race to 7. You're watching Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive, the Shark Attack. Jesse Bergman versus Dom McHenry. Jesse's back up to break now. We've seen a lot of balls go in on the break. Both of these guys have really strong breaks. Let's see how consistent that's going to look tonight.
Three ball, wing ball went right into the side pocket. 2 ball is drifting towards the side. I'm sorry, the 3 ball went into the corner pocket. Jesse's got a bank here on the 1. Could be looking at a safe. Played the long bank and tried to get the 2-way there behind the 6 and the 7 ball. He overrolled the cue ball a little bit, and Dominic is back at the table. Dominic naturally drifts back up table for the 2. Top English there, comes off the rail from the 2 to the 4. Some right English off of that 4 ball. Just a touch though. Gets him real nice on that 5 ball. He's looking at where he wants to be for the 6 ball. It's pretty strained on that 5 ball. It's not a whole lot of options. But he's going to come up with something good. Draws it back to that side pocket. It's got a good angle on it. He sends that 6 ball into the rail, but he doesn't leave an easy shot for Jesse. Jesse either has a combo or to cut it or bank it. Maybe play a safe. He has a few options here. See what his preference is. Looks like he's looking at the combo. Ooh, that 7 ball squeaks back out of the pocket. Sometimes I wonder if there are magnets towards the center of this table for the pool balls.
It really looked like it on that shot. You could almost see the ball traveling over the curvature of that pocket. I could have sworn it was going to drop. But that 6 ball did drop for Dom, and now he's got an easy look at the 7.
Wouldn't that be pretty sharky of us, though, to put magnets in the middle of the pool table and in the pool balls?
Are the balls made of metal?
They're not. We'd have to add them. Drill little holes into them and paint over it.
Sounds like a lot of work just to be mean to our friends. I don't know if I can get behind you on this one.
I'm just saying it would be so interesting just to watch a game like that.
Well, we've got an interesting game here right now for sure.
I agree. Dominic ties it back up at 4-4. I love seeing these guys go back and forth on the racks like this.
Tie game, 4-4 in our race to 7. Dom clinched the win, which means he's going to be breaking next. And we're getting to the point where you got to wonder, knowing how consistent that wing pocketing of a ball is on the break, you wonder what Jesse's going to choose to put over there.
The 3-ball. Or no, the 4-ball?
Let's keep an eye on this and see what the plan is.
4-ball. And
almost had the 6 there as well.
And the 1-ball. That 2-ball squeaked behind that 7-ball though. But you can have a chance at the 9 depending how you come at it. Dominic is taking his time, really making sure that he's envisioning what he wants to happen. He massing around the 7-ball. That was a nice shot. He left it too tough, but Jesse can definitely see it. He's lining it up. Jesse opted for the safe.
Smart move.
It was a nice shot. Great speed control.
Dom's going to switch cues here.
He's going to jump.
I think he was just holding his break cue earlier.
Good call. I missed that.
Little masse action is what we saw there.
And he got safe. These guys are going back and forth with these safeties. Looks like Jesse might be jumping at this too, though. It's a good opportunity. There's lots of table. Jesse gets a good hit on that. Leaves it tough for Dom, but he can definitely see that too. Looks like he might have a bank on it or another safety. He plays a safe. That was a nice shot. Jesse gets a great hit on the 2-ball. We had a question in the chat room about the player's Fargo. Jesse Bergman is a 582. And Dominic McHenry is a 521. Jesse had a nice shot on that 2-ball, and he hides that 9-ball, so Dominic can't go after it again immediately. Dominic is taking his time with this 2-ball. It's a nice shot. He plays the carom to the 8-ball. Leaves Jesse a tough cut on the 2-ball. Jesse plays a 2-way. A bank safety. That is a really tough safety that he put him into.
This is the second shot that he's gotten so close to the pocket, but just without scratching. That's really hard to do.
I think that he has confidence in how tight these pockets are. Dominic hits the 7-ball before the 2. He definitely tried his best, but that was a tough spot to be put into. Jesse thinking through his ball in hand from the 2 to the 3, moving around the cue ball. Powerful stroke that he came out with over there for that shot. I'm not sure if that's the side of the ball he wanted to be on. And another safe. He is really putting Dominic into some tight spots here. Dominic grabs his jump cue for this shot. Oh, he doesn't get over that 5 ball. Cue ball goes off the table. It's not very common for Dominic to not get over a ball when he's jumping. He's normally has a great connection rate. Jesse getting good shape from the 3 to the 6 ball. Drifting down to the 7 ball. Probably play some top English here just to come out to the center of the table for the 8 ball. Oh, he played some outside too. Jesse used some right English on that shot to come around 2 rails. Jesse got back to the center of the pool table. He's taking his time on this 9 ball. Really wants to make sure that he's doing the right thing. Envisioning the shot in his mind. Looking at the tangent lines, thinking about speed and control of the cue ball. Jesse overrolls that shot again. Cuts it a little bit too thin. That's a second shot tonight that was a little thin. Same shot. Ooh, that cue ball did not want to stay in the pocket. He left a similar shot for Jesse. Jesse takes it right down the rail. The score is now 5-4, Jesse. If you guys are tuning in with us and you like what you see, please hit that like and share button. We are here every Wednesday for the Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive.
That's right. So it's Dom's 4 games to Jesse's 5. We're in a 9-ball race to 7 here. Jesse's getting set up for his next break.
These guys have had a consistent break all night. 2 balls on the break. Is the cue ball going to stay on the table? Perfect shape on the 2 off of the break as well. He made the 1 ball and the 4 ball off of the break. He stuns that ball. Gets great shape on the 3 ball. Down table. It's a little bit of a cut. He's looking at his tangent line. Thinking about how he wants to come off if he's going to hit that 8 ball. And he nails it. Gets a great shot for the 5 ball. It's at a little bit of an angle, but I think he can control it. He goes down and back with some bottom English. He's looking at a nice shot on the 6 ball. Squeaking it past the 9 ball. And he rattles it out of there, but it's safe. He gets safe off of that behind the 8 ball and the 7. The 6 ball comes up next to the 9. I mean, I don't know. I go for the cheese in this shot. Dominic's going to break out the jump cue. He makes contact with the ball, but he jumps it off of the table again.
This is pretty uncharacteristic. Dom usually comes with a pretty strong jump game.
He's made a lot of jumps in all of the previous episodes, so I'm surprised. Maybe getting a little bit too much air that last time. Jesse's deciding what to do with his ball in hand. Looks like he might be planning to play that 7 ball up table. It might actually squeak by and go on the side pocket. Yeah. It does, and it's real natural to the 8 ball. That was a great shot, great shape. A little bit of a drift back from the 8 to the 9. And he pockets the 9 ball. That brings the score 6-4 in a race to 7. Jesse is on the hill. I think Dom will come back with a little bit of fight, though. I can almost count on him for that. Just like I was saying in the beginning of the episode when he tied it up. And even got ahead at one point. These guys have had a great back and forth. Jesse is breaking. He pockets the 3 ball. Almost the 4 ball. That 4 decided not to fall in the pocket at the last minute.
I have a feeling it's going to be going down on this next shot, though.
I don't know. I like just the cut on the one ball and then to come back up and then use the 2-4 combo. He's looking at it. Oh, he plays safe. He overrolls it a little bit though. Dominic's got a chance here. Dominic just barely misses that one ball, but it looks like he might get safe. Yep, he does. The 7 ball is in the way. Let's see how Jesse wants to handle this. Jesse tries to come around 4 rails on that kick shot. It's a clever shot, but it's hard to execute. Hard to learn those angles. Dominic so far is making use of his ball in hand. Pockets the 1 ball, drifts back for the 2-4 combo. And the 2 and the 4 go, but Dominic has a great shot on the 5 ball still. There is that top right English, just like we used in the drill earlier. Comes around and gets great shape for the side pocket. Should naturally just lead up to the 7 ball. Short side shape is what we call that.
Saved by the fin there. Looked like it was going to follow him in that side pocket, but he got just a little help from his fishy friend.
Top English again brings him right up the rail for the 8 ball. And draw back from that 8 ball. Draws it all the way back to that bottom rail. But looks like he still has a nice clean shot on this 9 ball. Take it all the way up table. And there it is, and it is 5-6. Jesse is still up 1 game, but Dominic is proving that he is not out.
Big thanks to everybody out there in the chat room, asking us questions, watching the show. We really appreciate your guys' support. If you want to help us achieve our goals of spreading the good word of the game of pool and getting some more friends here tuned into Sharky Waters, a share or a retweet would be much appreciated. Thanks again, everyone, for your support. Solid break by Dom. Consistent with that wing ball in as always.
4 ball this time again. Great shot with draw on that 1 ball. It's hard to see how close that cue ball is to that 8. See if he has a good shot on the 2 ball. Looks like he might. Doesn't look like there's much hesitation in getting down on this ball. Oh, he barely misses that 2 ball. Still leaves it tough. I'm not really sure if that 2 ball goes past the 6. So he either has a combo set up or a bank, maybe a safe. Jesse's been pretty creative with all of his shots tonight. He goes for the bank. That was a nice shot. It's a 1 pocket shot right there. For all you people who play 1 pocket out there. If you don't, look it up. It's a great game. Dominic tries to take that 2 all the way down the rail. He misses and almost puts the cue ball in the side pocket. Looks like he got safe though with the 7 ball. Jesse brought out his jump cue again, it looks like. And he makes good contact on the 2, but it doesn't go in the pocket. He was hoping that the 9 would stay in the way there, trying to give the table some love taps. Dominic sticks a nice safe on Jesse again. He is doing everything he can to stay in this match, and it is proving fruitful so far. Jesse makes a solid connection and almost pockets the 2 ball. Looks like Dominic has the 2 ball in the side here. Comes back around. 3 rails for the 3 ball. Nice little nick there off at the 8 to slow the cue ball down. Nice use of some bottom English there. Hold the cue ball on that side of the table for the 5. Draws that cue ball. Top of the 5 ball for the 6 ball. He hit that 8 ball again. He wasn't expecting that. I think he still has eyes on the 7 though. Now it's just deciding how he wants to execute it.
Exactly. It's a makeable shot, but the leave is what we're looking for here.
He definitely got some action off of that cue ball. I'm not sure if that's where he was trying to go, though. He's got to send this 8-ball up table now. Nice bank by Dominic. Really nice shot. Oh, stay up, cue ball. And it stays in the pocket, and Dominic brings the score to 6-6. It is tie Hill game.
Incredible finish. Just when you thought that cue ball was going in the pocket, those pockets snuggled up and kept it on the table. Hill match. This is the kind of pool that pool fans live for. We're watching two great players coming up in their game, working hard, running their drills every day, bringing their best game to the table, and it shows. We're here in a Hill match. Next person to pocket a 9-ball with a legal shot wins the game.
Suspense. Dominic pockets that 4-ball again. That's the third time tonight that he's pocketed that 4-ball. He has good shape on the 1. Draws back for the 2-ball. Dominic is setting his pace like he has the entire match. Real consistent. Pockets that 2-ball. Looks like he might be hooked on the 8-ball. It's hard to tell from where I am. Oh no, he can see that. Nice and easy up for the 5. Nice shot on the 5-ball. Bring it back to the other end of the table for the 6 on the side. He hits that 6-ball a little firm. And he plays a safe. Jesse can see the 7-ball, but he doesn't have a lot of options with it.
Really got to take care with these safeties late in game because you don't have the rest of the balls to help protect you. You got a very small margin of error.
Where speed control is crucial. Jesse almost puts that in the bottom pocket, but he leaves eyes on it for Dominic. Dominic trying to come with that safety again. He almost landed it behind the 9. Jesse's taking his time, thinking about what's supposed to happen in this shot, how he wants to come around for the 8-ball. Oh, he rattles the 7-ball back out of the pocket. The cue ball is going towards the pocket, but it's going to stay on the table.
Not the outcome he was looking for, but this certainly isn't a freebie with the 7 right up on the rail like that.
Absolutely not. This is a tough shot. Looks like he may have double kissed that 7. This isn't exactly an easy cut either. It's a tough back cut. Or forward cut into the right hand pocket. Looks like he's gonna back cut it though. It almost hung in the pocket. He's got nice shape on the 8 for the side pocket. Nice, easy forward follow through. He's not taking these shots for granted. He knows that this is for the match. And he pockets the 9-ball.
There you have it. What a finish. Hill match. Jesse takes it in the end. Great finish.
Oh, there you have it, guys. You got me again. I'm trying to fight through it. Give me this chance. You want to do the break prop?
Yeah.
Put your $10 in the pot.
We'll whack at it.
I'll rack them up for you. No, you don't get the magic rack this time.
Nope. I don't get that win on that anymore.
Try to break from a different spot this time then.
All right,
Yeah,
so
maybe
this is
that'll
the
help.
Golden West Games break pot, thanks to our sponsor, Golden West Games. On the line here, Jesse put his cash in. He's playing for $85 if he can clear the whole table. Every shot's got to be a legal shot. No magic rack. And good luck to you, Jesse. And we've got action.
Hopefully it's not the final. Hopefully I get you then. Hey, thanks to our sponsor, Golden West Games. Those guys are the guys I work for every day. And thanks for the crew. Those are the guys who work with me every day. So the viewers, you guys are super part of it. And remember to like and share and follow, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Help us out. That's what we're trying to do to get the snowball moving on all of this. Our up and coming guests includes Tori Hayes and who else do we have on there? Could someone lift that magnet up there and see that? Mike Sells, that's right. That's going to be a good match, I'm sure, too. So tune in next week, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We hope you get some good practice with all the drills inside English and stuff like that. I know that I'm going to hit some practice and try and clean up my performance. Remember, perfect practice makes perfect performance. Enjoy peace.